Men over 60, I want to share something with you today that might surprise you. For years, I have watched men quietly accept changes in their most intimate function, believing it was simply the price of growing older. They would tell me, "Barbara, I'm just not what I used to be." And while I understand that sentiment, I always remind them of one fundamental truth. The body was designed to function, to respond, to renew itself when given what it needs. What many men don't realize is that the struggle they face, the frustration, the disappointment, often comes down to something quite simple: blood flow, circulation. The ability of the body to deliver oxygen and nutrients exactly where they are needed, exactly when they are needed. Now, you have probably heard about apple cider vinegar. Perhaps you have even tried it for digestion or blood sugar. But what I am going to share with you today goes far beyond what most people understand about this remarkable substance. When apple cider vinegar is combined with one specific natural ingredient, something extraordinary happens. The two work together in a way that supports circulation, helps balance hormones, and can restore function that many men believed was gone forever. This is not about forcing the body to do something unnatural. This is about removing the obstacles that prevent the body from doing what it was always meant to do. The ingredient I'm speaking of is raw honey, not the processed kind you find in plastic bears at the grocery store, but real, unfiltered raw honey that still contains all of nature's enzymes, minerals, and healing compounds. When you combine raw apple cider vinegar with raw honey in the right proportions and take it at the right time, you create something that traditional healers have used for generations to support vitality, strength, and yes, sexual function in aging men. Let me explain why this combination is so powerful, how it works in your body, and exactly how you can use it starting tonight. Over the years, I have seen men spend thousands of dollars on pills that come with dangerous side effects: headaches, vision problems, heart complications. They take these pills because they believe there is no other option. But here is the truth. When circulation is poor, when blood vessels are stiff and narrow, when the body is inflamed and stressed, no amount of artificial stimulation will restore true vitality. You might get a temporary response, but you are not addressing the root cause. You are not healing anything. You are simply forcing a reaction, and the body always pays a price for that kind of force. Apple cider vinegar works differently. It works with the body, not against it. Raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which has been shown to help improve insulin sensitivity and support healthy blood sugar levels. Why does this matter for male function? Because when blood sugar is unstable, when insulin resistance develops, circulation suffers dramatically. The small blood vessels that feed the tissues of the penis are among the first to be damaged by elevated blood sugar and inflammation. Men with diabetes often experience erectile difficulties years before they develop other complications, and this is why. The delicate network of vessels becomes compromised, but apple cider vinegar does something else that is equally important. It helps alkalize the body. Now, I know that sounds contradictory since vinegar is acidic, but once metabolized, apple cider vinegar has an alkalizing effect on the body's pH. When the body is too acidic, which happens from stress, poor diet, processed foods, and lack of movement, inflammation increases. Blood becomes thicker and more sluggish. Circulation slows. Tissues do not receive the oxygen they need. Over time, this creates a cascade of problems throughout the body, including in areas related to sexual function. This is where raw honey becomes essential. Honey is not just a sweetener. Real raw honey contains enzymes that support digestion, minerals that nourish the blood, and natural sugars that provide clean, stable energy without the spike and crash of refined sugar. But one of honey's most remarkable properties for men over 60 is its effect on nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and widen. Without adequate nitric oxide, erections simply cannot happen, no matter how much desire is present. The physical mechanism depends on this signaling molecule. Raw honey contains compounds that support the body's natural production of nitric oxide. It also contains boron, a trace mineral that has been shown to support healthy testosterone levels. Testosterone naturally declines with age, but the rate of decline can be influenced by nutrition, stress, and overall health. Boron helps the body use testosterone more efficiently and may even support its production. When you combine this with the circulation-supporting properties of apple cider vinegar, you begin to see why this simple mixture has been used traditionally to support male vitality. But there is more. The combination of apple cider vinegar and raw honey creates a synergy that neither ingredient achieves alone. The acetic acid in the vinegar helps the body absorb minerals more effectively. This means the boron, the enzymes, and the other beneficial compounds in honey become more bioavailable. They reach the tissues where they are needed. At the same time, the honey makes the vinegar more palatable and provides a buffer that protects the digestive system from the acidity. Together, they support blood sugar balance, reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support hormone production, and provide the body with clean energy. Now, let me be clear about something. This is not a magic potion that will work overnight. The body does not heal in a day what took years to develop. But what I have seen, time and again, is that men who use this combination consistently, along with other supportive practices, begin to notice changes within the first week or two. Small changes at first. Perhaps better energy in the morning, perhaps improved mood, perhaps a slight increase in morning firmness. These early signs tell you the body is responding. It is beginning to restore function. By the second or third week, many men report more noticeable improvements. Stronger morning erections, better response to stimulation, increased confidence. And as the weeks turn into months, the improvements often continue. Erections become firmer and easier to achieve. Stamina improves. The entire experience of intimacy becomes more satisfying, more natural, more like it was in younger years. This is not because you are forcing anything. It is because you are supporting the body's natural design. So how do you actually use this combination? The most effective method I have found is to take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach and again before bed. Here is the exact formula. Take 1 tablespoon of raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar. The kind with the mother, that cloudy substance at the bottom of the bottle. That is where much of the benefit lies. Add 1 tablespoon of raw honey, real honey that has not been heated or processed. Mix these together in a glass with about 6 to 8 ounces of warm water. Not hot, as heat can destroy some of the beneficial enzymes in the honey, but warm enough to help everything dissolve and blend together. Drink this mixture slowly. Do not rush it. Let it coat your mouth and throat as it goes down. The acetic acid will begin to work immediately on your digestive system, preparing it for the day ahead. The honey will provide gentle energy and begin supporting nitric oxide production. Within 20 to 30 minutes, you should feel a subtle lift in energy and clarity. This is not a jittery stimulant effect. It is a calm, steady energy that comes from supporting the body's natural systems. At night, before bed, repeat the same mixture. This evening dose is particularly important for sexual function because much of the body's repair and hormone production happens during sleep. By providing the raw materials the body needs right before this crucial repair time, you maximize the benefit. Many men report that their morning erections become noticeably stronger after a few weeks of taking this mixture before bed. This is a sign that circulation is improving and that hormone balance is being restored. But let me tell you about something that makes this combination even more powerful. When you add a small amount of ground cinnamon to the mixture, you create what I call the vitality trinity. Cinnamon is a remarkable spice that has been used for thousands of years to support circulation, balance blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. It contains compounds called cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols that help improve insulin sensitivity even more effectively than apple cider vinegar alone. For men over 60 who may be dealing with metabolic issues, this addition can be transformative. Cinnamon also has a warming effect on the body. It stimulates circulation and helps blood move more freely through small vessels. This is particularly important for erectile function, where the smallest vessels must dilate and fill with blood. Just half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon added to your apple cider vinegar and honey mixture can amplify the benefits significantly. Some men prefer to use Ceylon cinnamon, which is considered the true cinnamon and has a sweeter, more delicate flavor than the common cassia cinnamon. Either works, but Ceylon is generally considered superior for medicinal use. Another powerful addition is a small amount of fresh ginger. You can grate about a quarter teaspoon of fresh ginger root into your mixture, or use a pinch of dried ginger powder. Ginger is one of nature's most potent circulation enhancers. It has been shown to help thin the blood slightly, making it flow more easily through narrow vessels. It also supports healthy inflammatory response throughout the body. When inflammation is reduced, circulation improves, and the body can function more efficiently in all areas, including sexual function. Now, some men ask me about adding garlic to this mixture. While garlic is extraordinarily beneficial for circulation and heart health, I do not recommend adding it to the apple cider vinegar and honey drink because the taste becomes quite strong and unpleasant for most people. However, I do recommend that men over 60 include raw garlic in their diet regularly. 1 or 2 cloves of crushed raw garlic mixed into food each day can provide significant benefits for circulation and overall cardiovascular health. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound that helps blood vessels relax and dilate, supporting healthy blood pressure and improved blood flow throughout the body. Let me also address something important. While this apple cider vinegar and honey combination is powerful and safe for most men, it is not the only piece of the puzzle. The body is a complex system, and true vitality comes from supporting that entire system. Hydration is absolutely essential. Many men over 60 are chronically dehydrated without realizing it. When the body lacks water, blood becomes thick and sluggish, circulation suffers. Aim for at least 8 to 10 glasses of pure water each day. Not coffee, not soda, not juice. Clean water. Movement is equally important. The body was designed to move, and when we become sedentary, circulation slows dramatically. You do not need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Simple walking for 30 minutes each day can make a profound difference in circulation and overall vitality. Walking stimulates blood flow, supports lymphatic drainage, helps maintain healthy blood pressure, and even supports hormone balance. Many men tell me they notice improvements in morning erections simply from adding a daily walk to their routine. Sleep is another critical factor that is often overlooked. During deep sleep, the body produces the majority of its testosterone. Without adequate quality sleep, hormone production suffers, and so does sexual function. If you struggle with sleep, the apple cider vinegar and honey mixture before bed can actually help. The honey provides tryptophan, an amino acid that supports the production of serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that regulate sleep. Many men report sleeping more deeply and waking more refreshed after adding this evening ritual. Stress is perhaps the greatest enemy of male vitality. When stress is chronic, the body produces elevated levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol suppresses testosterone production, constricts blood vessels, and redirects blood flow away from non-essential functions, including sexual function. Learning to manage stress through deep breathing, meditation, time in nature, or whatever brings you peace is not optional if you want to restore and maintain vitality. The body cannot heal in a state of constant stress. Now let me share what you can realistically expect from using this apple cider vinegar and honey combination. In the first few days, most men notice subtle improvements in energy and digestion. These may seem unrelated to sexual function, but they are actually foundational. When digestion improves, nutrient absorption improves. When energy increases, the body has more resources available for repair and function. These early changes are signs that the body is responding positively. Within the first 2 weeks, many men begin to notice improvements in morning erections. These may be slight at first, just a bit more firmness or frequency than before. This is significant because morning erections are a direct indicator of healthy circulation and hormone balance. They tell you that during sleep, when the body is relaxed and repair processes are active, blood flow is improving. As you continue with the mixture, these morning erections typically become stronger and more consistent. By the end of the first month, most men who have been consistent with the mixture report noticeable improvements in their ability to achieve and maintain erections during intimacy. The response becomes quicker, the firmness increases, and the duration improves. Many men also report increased sensitivity and pleasure, which makes sense because improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching the tissues. Confidence returns, and with it, desire and interest that may have been diminished by frustration and disappointment. Over 3 to 6 months of consistent use, the improvements often continue to build. The body has had time to truly heal and restore function. Blood vessels become more flexible and responsive. Hormone balance improves. Inflammation decreases throughout the body. Many men tell me they feel like they have turned back the clock 10 or even 20 years. They wake with strong morning erections, they respond easily to intimacy, and they have the stamina and firmness they thought were gone forever. This is not a temporary effect. This is true restoration of function. Of course, individual results vary. A man who has significant health challenges, such as advanced diabetes, severe cardiovascular disease, or extremely low testosterone, may take longer to see results or may need additional support. But the principle remains the same. When you give the body what it needs and remove the obstacles to healing, the body responds. It was designed to function, to heal, to renew. Sometimes we just need to support it properly. I want to emphasize again that this is not about taking a pill and getting an instant result. This is about working with your body's natural wisdom and giving it the tools it needs to restore itself. It requires patience, consistency, and a commitment to your own health. But the rewards are profound. Not just improved sexual function, but better overall health, more energy, improved mood, and a sense of vitality that touches every area of your life. If you found this information valuable and you believe it could help someone else who is struggling, I encourage you to share it. Knowledge like this should not be kept hidden. And if you are new to this channel, consider staying connected so you can continue learning about natural approaches to health and vitality. There is so much more to explore. Your body is not broken. It has not failed you. It is simply waiting for the right support to do what it was always meant to do. Tonight, when you mix that tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with that tablespoon of raw honey in warm water and drink it slowly, remember this: you are not just consuming a beverage. You are participating in your own healing. You are giving your body a message that says, I believe in you, I support you, and I am willing to do what it takes to help you thrive. That kind of partnership between your intention and your body's wisdom is where true transformation begins. Stay patient, stay consistent, and trust the process. The body knows what to do when we give it what it needs.